Sorry, I'm moving too much. I'm trying to fix this real quick for you guys. As you can see on the title, these messages are for Aries moon. Welcome back, collective. If you guys are a Scorpio, or just simply know a Scorpio, or have Scorpio in your placements, go ahead and check out Scorpio, which is uploaded. Give it some love. Hear me out. If you like my content, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so. Alright, Spirit. We're here for Aries moon. You guys, this month went by fast. It just, I don't know. It went super fast. Alright. Número uno. Aries moon. For Aries moon. For Aries moon, Spirit. Okay, so as I was shuffling, there's a lot of cards that showed a lot of candles actually dimmed. To me, I picked up that either your spark is coming back to life. Okay. Your light is coming back on. Your passion. With the heartache here, the Three of Swords, and then the Star, you could have been wishing upon a star for something here, okay? Or just trying to fulfill a wish, daydreaming. But with your heartache here, it was either blocking that wish or dimming your light. And the purpose was for you to heal something, okay? We cannot continue baking something, right? Or simply for things to be handmade when we haven't even been taking care of ourselves. All that's been happening, it's accumulating in our heart space, dimming our lights back to back. We could have been wishing for something that we've been having in front of us the whole time. So for that, I do want to get more on Aries moon. Let's see. No, I need a new page. There you go. Aries moon. Oops. What happened? Oh, come on. I don't know what's happening with their internet. It's been acting out. Okay. So the Aries moon is revealing your inner emotional world and instincts. Okay. But if you have this in your heart space, obviously it's going to block you from your instinct, right? From receiving a message. So this is influenced by Aries. Like I said, passion, the courage, the instinct, the security, okay? The conflicts, and the expressions of how you're not afraid. So no matter what sign you are, you're not afraid to drowning your own poison, because that's going to be relating to you, or revealing something, aspects about yourself, right? Showing you who you are, how it aligns with you. But also, the Aries moon is the family, the relationship dynamics, influences close relationships, okay, your deepest emotional needs, and how you show up in love and close relationships, okay. Yeah, to me, I'm receiving with these two cards, the Hangman and the Three of Presents. You know, how will a partner encourage you to come out of the darkness, or just simply spiritually? How will they motivate you to either heal or to simply understand your karma, your karmic growth? Who's going to give you illumination on your path as you continue healing this broken heart, right? You keep dimming your light, but again, when it comes to relationships, you want influences that are going to help you and your emotional needs, okay? Not necessarily has to do with healing. It could also be by completing your goals, achieving your goals, to get to the bigger goal, right? Or just simply in how not to dim your light constantly, how to show up for yourself in a better way instead of always falling back. All right, Spirit, what else for Aries moon? Yeah, you're not a clown in your own circus, okay? People might see you this way, like you belong in the box, right? And they just want to like either use you or excuse me, I apologize. Excuse me. As they just keep turning on the rod here, they just want you to pop up like a clown, right? Or make yourself look like a clown, like you're funny for who you want to be, or you're funny because you express yourself this way. Because you know, they might see you that you're too cheesy because of what you want from a partner. All I gotta say is don't worry about people. Let them say what they want to say. But obviously, if it's somebody that you are interested in or already are with, and they're just saying, oh, that's too cheesy, I don't express myself that way, then you're going to have to do better for yourself. And I mean by that, but like you expressing yourself passionately without regret. If this person didn't know how to value you and they don't care, or just simply don't really see how you love, how you express that love for them, then hey, take the energy back. You know, they're vampires. They're not reflecting in anything. You know, they're not reflecting on the energy. They just see the light and they're like, ooh, I want to take it, you know? And that's all they're taking. They're just dimming your light. So instead of you causing headaches to yourself, allow this to teach you something mentally logical, that this is not normal. Something's going on here. I'm expressing myself out of love, okay? Out of God's word, out of energy, you know, physically, emotionally, and all I'm getting is my light to be dimmed. Then there's somebody here taking your light. Somebody's taking your energy, stealing it. Regardless if they know, regardless if they're conscious of it, these people are learning either your actions, they're studying you, and the more they study you, the more they take. So again, you have to make a better choice when it comes to your own goals, to your own love, to your passion, to how you love. You should matter to yourself. With the Empress here, nurture yourself, okay? Heal yourself. If this person is not healing, or just again not giving back, then what you're gonna do is just choose yourself better and let them deal with their own fucking demons. Because for one, you're not giving love just to give love. You're giving love because you care, because you love this person. But if they're gonna be walking around in eggshells or wanting you to walk in eggshells, that's just not the way to go. Okay? And then if that happens, look, the tower, it will start crumbling down again, and illumination will come through. Enlightenment. What kind of enlightenment? There's somebody brokenhearted, and it's them. This could be your heart too, but not as bad as these people that are stealing your energy. Okay? So be mindful on how you wrap and unwrap yourself with these people. Because at the end of the day, they're just giving you an empty box. Look, the death card. And it's always gray. It's always black and white. It's always dead. You know, they give you responses on what you give them, but again, it's not giving how it's supposed to be giving. Okay, look at that. It's all dry. Okay, it has no color. There's always a cloud over their heads. And look at you. You're always so open and just exclusively like expressing yourself. And we have the Queen of Poisons. And see how you're just expressing yourself so much out of your heart, out of love, with all the answers in the world. And nothing's manifesting. Okay, nothing's hidden how you feel about them. But again, things are coming back around. Okay, things are manifesting back around. But with this one, this time, with dead weight on you. Okay, so try to learn, study. Study what you're doing. Learn, pay attention. Don't just keep giving to these people that are not appreciating your time and not appreciating your love. Okay, you might see something very special on these people or person, but again, these people, is not really nurturing your mind. It's not nurturing your energy on just taking your light every single time. Okay, so careful to what's manifesting around you. Pay attention, and with the moon here, without hiding, you express yourself to the moon, and be, hey, I'm trying to cut off family dynamics. I'm healing. And the more you radiate the energy, the more energy will give back. But in order for you to continue healing yourself, but in that case, for these people or this person to walk away on their own. And if you can't walk away on your own, then let it be manifested for you by the universe, by the gods, the gospel, to remove this person that is not helping you grow or on your journey, or just simply showing love and appreciation to you. Hey, don't be chewing on my bag. My puppies are there chewing on my... Hold on. You want to get down? Okay. You just peed on my fucking... Oh, you little nasty baby. Give me a second, guys. This puppy just decided to pee on my bed. Okay. Well, where was I? Oh, sorry guys, give me a second. You can hear her drinking water. Like, how do you call it? Somebody that was fucking hungover. Alright, Spirit. Reciprocation for Aries moon. Pray to God, pray to, affirm to the universe that you do need the help to remove yourself from this person, or for that to remove them. And it will help you out. They'll be on your side. Okay? So if you've been ghosted due to substance, or just simply ghosted in the way that instead of them being a red flag, you were a red flag to them, which makes sense. Because if you're healing, right, and it's pushing them to their what's it called, to their awareness, right? They're receiving awareness of their toxicity. There you go. They're being pushed to see themselves, right? And now they're marking you as you being the red flag. It's totally fine. You be the red flag. You're not there to be dimming your light. You're not there to walk in eggshells or to hide, right? With the moon here, you're there to give answers to somebody's karma. You're there to not betray them, right? But to show them their betrayal behavior among relationships, among themselves, and for them to come out of this darkness that they're in. Okay, so at this point, some of you guys are, yes, circling around. If it's not you physically, it would be you mentally, or maybe they're the ones circling something around with your energy. And again, these answers are coming in to them. Okay, so again, continue healing. If you ghosted somebody or somebody ghosted you, oh well, it is what it is. And I'm sorry that happened, because I know a lot of us do desire a closure, desire something here that's giving us an answer. But if you actually put your own thoughts, your own energy within self, you'll receive those answers that this person had addictions, this person had secrets, they had pain, they were hurt, they were vampires, right? Stealing people's energies and manipulating that energy with their own behavior, their substance. So you be that red flag, and the way that you're pushing them to their highest good, for them to be greater, okay? And then the ones that are going to be doing the healing for themselves, and just going in circles and, picking up their slacks, regardless if you're not there physically anymore. So by you being ghosted, or them being ghosted by you, it was the best answer, the best thing that could happen to the both of you. Because again, maybe at some point, neither of you were going to walk away. So something had to happen here. Okay? So don't go and hold this against yourself, against them. Because again, it was meant for you guys to be apart. And finally, for them to be apart and then to be light. See? And the star. Consciously or unconscious. You could have been asleep, and your consciousness, your unconscious, or subconscious, sorry. Your subconscious just kept radiating this energy, and the universe heard you. It picked up on that energy. So things needed to happen the way they did in order for finally both parties, both individuals, to find peace. Or just simply for somebody to get their light back. Okay. And if you were wishing, praying that this person saw the value in you and saw that you matter, they needed to learn that for themselves. They don't know what that's like. They're not going to know until they go through their own shit, until they go through their own healing. Then that's when they're going to know your value and your truth. By the time that you end up, let's say it could happen for like a year or so or less, or this instant awakening. But again, it's not for everybody. You know, sometimes people do awaken right away and they're like, oh my gosh, but you know what? It's already too late. It's already too late. You know, you've been warning them. They've been warned not to do this, that you're hurting me or something, but constantly they just did not give a fuck. So at this point now, you need to give a fuck. You have to give fucks to yourself, you know, and really care about you. And if they come back, let them be, let them express themselves if you want them to. If not, just tell them to go fuck off. Excuse me. So put your feet on the ground, and if you need to let motherfucker know about themselves, then you do that. Don't cause yourself headaches anymore. Let your light bright like a freaking candle, like this candle right here. Don't dim it. If this person cannot keep their eyes open, then truthfully, they are their own clown. You know, they have needles or just thorns facing in all directions that they just are so manipulative that they didn't have a mother that's nurturing or a mother that brought light into them. You know, they were always on their own. They were always free to go, free to please, free to do whatever, you know. But since they didn't know how to be nurturing, they always ghosted. They always walked away. They just didn't know nothing about themselves, you know. They were always looking all like polite, looking some type of way that made them like interesting or not toxic, but just something. But other people, yeah, they were toxic. But they were just so nurtured. And maybe they nurtured themselves thinking that being toxic was love. Being toxic was a way of expression. It was positive. It was giving, right? But now when the light's coming through, they're really starting to see themselves and be like, oh no, this is not it. This is what's pushing people away. My behavior, my actions. This is not passion. You know, and you guys, when you are with somebody sexually, why is this coming up? I don't know. But when we connect with somebody sexually, we can hurt people. Not by, and I'm not talking about like the forcing kind. I'm not trying to go there. But you're just having way too rough, like rough sex. And it's not passionate. It's not giving. And you can hurt the female. So regardless if you're a female or if you're a, no, hold on. If you're gay, if you're straight, lesbian, don't matter. You just need to understand what passionate is. The touch. If you're not sure, learn from another person or ask or figure it out in your own way what you are passionate about. Let the universe touch you in the way that you've never been touched so you can feel that. But when it comes to physical touch, it's a whole different ball game. You know, you cannot just be fucking dry. There has to be some charisma, some spark, you know, goosebumps, chills when you touch the person. But when you're just coming in, just like how she is right here dressed up, then no. I mean, what the fuck? It's like we're just fucking and it's like, you're not treating me like a special person. You're not treating me like your wife, like your husband. You're just treating me like if I was just some random towel out in the floor and that's it. This is your wife that we're talking about. This is your partner. Your girlfriend that you've been with for so long. Your boyfriend, you know, whatever. We all have to understand what passion is. Okay? Even females could be very rough. Or maybe they want to have sex more than one man. They're cheating, perhaps, to fulfill themselves. You know, maybe drugs too. And this is just abusing yourself. You know, it's abusing yourself. You're not getting anything from it. Just abusing your body, your emotional body, your mind. Okay? So use that power to heal, to understand, to bring consciousness into that behavior, to understand it without judgment. Okay? All right. Anything else, Spirit, before ending this reading? Anything else, Spirit? Hello, good morning. I can't see the comments right now, guys, but welcome in. Puppy, where you at? Oh. Ow, he scratched me. Okay, I'm feeling this one. Okay. Can you confirm this card? Yeah. See, instead of bottling up, you're going to be speaking out of heart. Okay, now you're going to be expressing yourself more openly and unbottled everything. To where now it's going to help you understand certain things. Maybe the one that you ghosted, maybe you were the one that was toxic at some point. Okay, whoever's watching. Maybe it was the opposite. Maybe it's both of you in here. Whoever's watching. There's going to be light. Okay? Once you hold everything in one bottle, instead of being all over the place and overwhelmed, you're able to finally step back and look at things differently and see why you got triggered, you got scared, however it made you feel. Okay, do people put you in the box the whole time? And due to the, maybe you did feel love within self, you felt so much love for someone, and you thought by being toxic or just simply that behavior was okay. But truthfully, you do have feelings for them. Or you just do have love within yourself. And now everybody's like, well, this is not what they showed me. They showed me different. So yeah, it does confuse people. You know, when somebody's behaving that way. Don't bite my toes. Little girl. Oh, you motherfucker. Stop. I'm trying to go back in. Oh my God, what happened? Okay. Sorry, this fucking dog is biting me. Stop biting me. She's only like 3 months, I think. She's like biting my fucking toes. You, mama, you poopy stinky. You poopy stinky. Okay, let's go back. All right, Aries moon. And think about it, guys. People like this, they do end up being put in the box, right? Doesn't matter from who. You know, it could be a parents, siblings, friends, another partner, or even themselves. Because due to the behavior, maybe they told themselves like, oh, well, I don't deserve love. I don't deserve passion. I don't deserve kindness or whatever, you know, in general, because of my behavior. And they don't know how to come out of that. But once they meet someone that's healing, somebody that knows about the universe, someone that knows about self-healing, about God, you know, it's different. They're not getting abused like they were getting abused by another partner, a family member, etc. You know, and we're bringing so much light to them about their ways of showing love that is toxic, is not healthy. There's always abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse. Okay, because again, this person or people were put in a box. And they could have been a joke to people, right? They thought they knew what they were doing, but in reality, consciously, they just did not know shit. Just bottled everything up, and then they just come back and destroy it. Because they think that you're the one that's causing all of this, right? So again, this person is healing. This person also needs a lot of healing and a lot of understanding when it comes to them, how they look, how they operate. Okay, there is a lot of consciousness getting unraveled. A lot is being shown to them through spirit. Okay, if it's not spirit, it will be just going through counseling, going to a life coach, etc. But a lot is coming out. Okay, they're embottling emotions, and again, they're putting it in one place so they can do this again, but one by one or day by day, going with the flow as they're healing the understanding that they're in their 20s, why they're acting like they're in the 30s, 40s, almost 50s, right? I know I'm a little exaggerating here, but sometimes our behaviors is due to our parents, the way that they treated us, right? We tend to hold on to that same way of expressing ourselves. Instead of us expressing, not so much out of love, but as a 20-something-year-old. We're expressing ourselves like if we were this 40-year-old already, mentally, right? And it shows. And it's like, well, some 20-year-olds, they express themselves really good, like, oh, you want a house, you want a car, you want everything, you want children, you know. But when it comes to it, when it comes to that, they end up failing. They fail because they don't have that safe foundation to do it. Not so much the partner that's going to go ahead and give, but they also have to give in as well in order to operate together. There has to be a masculine and feminine energies, or just simply emotion and mentality. What do you want? What, baby? What? What happened? What? What? So, again, they're already understanding, you know, what's been going on around their circle. ¿Qué pasó, mama? All right. All right, last card. And again, as you can see, there's a lot more needles. You know, there's a lot of healing happening or about to happen. But look, we have the Ace of Candles, which is going to be successful. It's going to be successful, you guys. So you continue following your intuition when it comes to your own healing, when it comes to another person and their healing. Is it time? Is it not time? And it's not you forcing anything. It's just you tuning in with your instincts when it comes to this person in particular, or just people in general. Okay, just because we are a vessel from God, we are universal, it doesn't mean that we have to be everybody's hero. No, you continue healing yourself, you continue building that passion for self, for your goals and your accomplishment and your success, and let those people heal on their own. All you got to do is just send them love and healing and let the universe take care of them. All right? Mwah. Besitos. And I'll check you guys out next time. God bless.